Now, so far in Adobe Audition, we've been in waveform mode. If you look up here, it says waveform. Next to it is multitrack. Why would we want multitrack? We're not musicians. We're not going to power down 24 tracks, dude, are we? What we want to do is to just do our mono voiceover thing, send it off and get paid. But sometimes a client asks you to add a bit of music or add a few sound effects. It's always useful to learn new skills, to have a few extra strings to your bow. So let's look at some simple things that us voiceovers can learn to do when we click multitrack. So what have we got here? It wants us to name it. We'll just call it test 1 for now. It's going to go to that folder, template, various templates for things here, like if you're doing a rock band or a podcast or whatever. There's all sorts of things, but for now we'll just forget the template. Sample rate, we've always been on 48 because that's usually the best quality. And if we're doing voiceovers for video production, that's what the producers want, 48 kilohertz. That's best for them. Music CDs are on 44, aren't they? 44.1. And that's what we're going to choose now because I'm mixing music with this. And there's going to be a warning soon if I don't click that. Bit depth 24, and you'll see stereo is there. Yes, voiceovers are mono, but we're mixing music with it. If we selected mono there, it's going to mono the music. And you know the music has to sound nice in stereo. So we keep it in stereo, 44.1 because it's music, and we click OK. It's not the end of the world, by the way, if you get the sample rate wrong. You'll just get a warning sign and click OK. Now, look at this. This is what the multitrack looks like. 5 tracks? Well, actually, if we scroll down, when the mouse is in this area here, use your scroll wheel. There's actually 6 you get, but you can always add as many as you want. There's a master track down here. Don't get confused by all this, please. Look, you can just move it up and down. That's fine. And if you are in this area, if you use the scroll wheel there, it goes smaller, it goes bigger. Oh, isn't that nice? Right. You'll notice all these colors. What's all that about? It's to help you distinguish between one track and another. So, for example, here's the voiceover I've done. I'll just drag it over. Ah, there we go. Look, there's a warning sign, you see, because that's 48, and this is a 41.1. And so it's a warning, this doesn't work. Don't worry about it. Just click OK. It'll be fine. Right? So, and it's green. If we didn't like green, we can put our mouse on this green area on the left, right-click, click Track Color, choose, what do you want, orange? Okay, yeah, I like orange, and then click OK, and then it's gone orange. All right, so it's just to help you when you got loads. But for this, we're only going to have 2 tracks. We could just get rid of these other ones. Now, what music has the client given me? Oh, this awful track here. So we'll just drag that in. It won't be a warning now because it is the native characteristics or specifications of this multitrack is 44.1 and it's stereo, so no complaints as it comes in. So push minus just to look at what yes, it's about 30 seconds. So we'll see what it's like by pushing the play bar, and that should just play the whole lot. Welcome to Cinnamon Shorts. From the moment you ring the big... And it's all mixed together. So the music is a bit loud, isn't it? So you see this here? That's the pan. It looks like it should be the volume, but it's not. In fact, if you're listening in stereo... Brass doorbell, and as you pass through our home, you will be engaged. So it's that one you want, okay? That's the volume one. Now, I know it's a bit confusing, but yeah, that's the volume one. If you didn't want to use the volume one to pull down and up, by the way, you've got this one here on the left-hand side. You just drag it to the left or the right, and this is the pan if you wanted to do that. There's various ways of doing things. Now, one thing you might like to do is to chop it. Say the voiceover needs to be split. We could just double-click it, and it opens it back in, look, waveform view. See, it does that automatically when you double-click it. Or we go back to multitrack and it's back there again. But you can, in this form, split it. There's a little razor blade thing up there. You see that? Click that. So you can just cut it there, and it's suddenly cut. Go back to the normal tool, and you can move it around however you like. You can put it on anything if you wanted to. It's all quite flexible. And if you wanted to merge it up against that one, say, look what happens. Oh, little yellow lines. Look at that. Wow. It sort of automatically merges it. Not that you would want to for this particular project. That would probably sound a mess. Let's hear it.
Pass through our home. You will be...
It's all right, actually, isn't it? In fact, we might actually keep that one, simply because it looks like we want to get the little music sting at the end. So we'll keep in this one. We'll go back to the razor blade again and click it in here again. Sorry, click it in there. Go back to the normal one. Push that up to get rid of that gap. See, it's just done an automatic mix there again.
Before you, there are so many things you need to know.
Yeah, it's very... I have no idea what this project is. I think it's an escape room or something. But we don't care, us voiceovers, do we? We just do what we're told. So we click another razor blade there, and again go back to the normal one. And this time, instead of shoving up one, we're going to highlight all three and shove all three up against there. Now listen to it.
From the moment...
A bit too much shoved up. We'll split the difference on that one. Play it again.
Shorts. From the moment...
That's all right, isn't it? And so now we've got the volume down minus 4.5 decibels. And at the end, let's have a listen to the end.
4 days.
Oh, lovely. Well, how about that? So that's now an exactly 30-second advert because we can see the 30 there. So they'll be very happy about it. And let's play the whole thing all the way through and enjoy and try to work out what the heck it is.
Welcome to Cinnamon Shorts. From the moment you ring the big brass doorbell, and as you pass through our home, you will be engaged, excited, and enlightened as our real lives unfold before you. There are so many things you need to know about the other 364 days.
Lovely. Right, okay. So we'll assume we're happy with that. And how do we export it? You'd think they'd say something up here, wouldn't you? Yes, it does. But look, there's lots of different things you need to know about all this. But to be honest, don't get freaked out about it. All you need at this point is multi-track mixdown entire session. All right? Just remember that. Export, multi-track mixdown entire session. And all you need to do is to click that last bit there. Where's it going to go? What are the characteristics? We want it as a wave 24-bit, and it's going to be stereo as well. Look at that. Click OK, send that file off to the client. Everyone's happy.